you had told me that I'll be running the Cape Town Marathon at the beginning of this year, I would laugh at you. Yes, I never thought of it. Because why? I was comfortable in my 5 kilometer, which was my regular run, yeah? And my on Saturdays I will run 10 kilometers as my long runs. Okay. You know, the funny part is that I wasn't even running the 5 kilometers or being consistent because I loved running. It was because I needed to make my vitality points. So I would run that. And if you're conversant with vitality, you know you've got a weekly allocation. So I was consistent to make those points. And then I registered in March for 15 kilometers. I won't forget. Even the 15 kilometers, the only reason I was doing the 15 kilometers was because I had two options, 5 or 15. Yeah, the Tiger Valley one. So I was like, let's go for the 15. That 15 still gave me like sleepless nights trying to figure out, am I going to be able to run those 15 kilometers? And then came my friend. To be honest, I've had this discussion with other friends. In fact, one of my friends, if you're watching me, remember you owe me a gift, have actually even committed to giving me a gift when I run my first marathon. And I will laugh it off. I was like, no, it can't be me. And then my friend came along. She started with the 21 kilometer. I think it was the slave route. And I was like, 21? No ways. And then she went for it alone because I was scared. And then came the registration for Cape Town Marathon. And she came again, my friend, let's register for this. I was like, no, don't worry, I'll cheer you, I'll second you. Don't worry, we'll go cheer you. Then she registered. I won't forget, 15th of June, she registered for that marathon. And then I was like, okay, this is real. It took me a week deliberating, going back and forth with myself. Should I register? Shouldn't I? Am I able? But deep down within me, I knew that I wanted to push myself. I wanted to push myself above my limits. I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to move out of my comfort zone. And on the 22nd of June, I registered. It was at night. Around 8, I registered for this run. Closed my laptop. I registered and paid immediately. Closed my laptop. I didn't even mention it to anyone. I think I only sent my friend to say, I've registered. I didn't even take a screenshot. I didn't post nothing. And then, because I was still scared. I was still living in denial. I think for about 2-3 runs, I never mentioned anything that I was preparing for a marathon. Just in case we don't make it. And I think the first video I posted saying first training, I think it was already 3 or 4 times. And that was when I posted. And here, so, the funny thing is actually, I've done the same Cape Town Marathon 2 consecutive years. And I did my 10 kilometer. I was always happy with my medal. And here we are, 14 days to my first marathon. What started out as just any point has turned out to be one of my biggest challenges. And not only my challenges, but something I'm enjoying doing. You see, that's one thing about growth. It sneaks up on you as long as you keep showing up.